Fantastic.
Madam Speaker, why don't we just give this money to schools and make education free? Madam Speaker, why don't we take it direct to the schools and make high school education free of charge? I don't have to give an MP money to come and bring it to the village. We have M-Pesa, you know, or we have channels of sending that money to schools, Madam Speaker.
They've generally become so smart. You understand? What's worrying me is when the Gen Zs hit the road, like some 2 or 3 months ago, there were Gen Zs. And what Gen Z were trying to say, they were telling the government that you are spending a lot of money. You give every person money. Like, why should we have bursaries if we can make education free? But at that particular time, you know, our able MPs and senators, they were like dumbfounded.
Madam Speaker, there is an issue of Kera. Kera, Madam Speaker, and I'm speaking as the chairman of Roads and Transportation in the Senate. We should disband Kera and make sure this money goes to the counties, Madam Speaker. It's better to deal with one thief than 290 of them, Madam Speaker.
Because they never had something in their minds. They couldn't reason until these able Gen Zs pumped some sense into their heads. You understand? So now, a very, very, very honorable member of parliament, he's in the Senate, and he's now trying to tell, he's now trying to tell the senators. And it's not like the idea is his, no. This idea belonged to the Gen Zs.
Can you imagine the government gives you money to go pay government? That is bursary. It gives you money to go pay a government school. And I want us to do the math, Madam Speaker. Take a pen, Madam Speaker. Every constituency in their CDF, they have over 50 million for bursary, Madam Speaker. If you multiply 50 million times 249 constituencies, 290 constituencies, Madam Speaker, you'll get over 20 billion Kenya shillings. Every county has, every governor has an education bursary fund, which they put between 200 million to 300 million. If you do an average of 300 million, multiply by 47 counties, you get again over 20 billion Kenya shillings.
Yeah, that's how it is. Actually, if you want to understand very well and you want to know, like, how do Kenya lose their money? It's through corruption. Through corruption. Let me tell you like this. It's through corruption. Because the money meant for education, and I don't think in this particular time of the world, you understand? People are like, you shouldn't find people struggling with education. Like, these kids can't go to school, universities, things are like, because if you don't give these kids chance to go to school, they will become very, very bad people in the society. Why am I trying to talk more about the Gen Zs? The Gen Z strike was an eye-opener to each and every MP. And now even the MPs, those members of parliament, they feel very, very, very at ease. Like, they don't want to come to the society, to the community again. When the money is channeled to MCAs, to the governor, there's MP has another one. There's another, the office of the president. All these people are giving bursaries towards education. And again, there's and little money now remains to be sent to these schools. So that's what this MP is trying to tell us. Like, let's just open our eyes. Just open our eyes. And after opening our eyes, bro, I'm telling you, you are trying to say what we've already said. And we need this one to be implemented. You understand? Because someone said that, someone one day said that the Kenyan politicians are just like cows. Like cows. You understand? You feed them, but when they get to the slaughter, they don't know they are going to the slaughter. And after that, after the elections, they don't listen to the constituents, people who elected them. No. Now, what they do is they go according to the party's loyalties, parties, what party want. Understand? I want you to oppose that motion. For them, they will not even read, they will not even say something, they are not there to understand anything. For them, no, Baba has said. So what worries me a lot is, how is it that then all of a sudden these MPs have just become so smart like this? They talk like angels.
This money, let's go to the governors. We are saying governors are stealing. We are here as a Senate to make sure that they don't. It's better to deal with one thief than talk or deal with more than 280 thieves, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we are even asking ourselves, if the governors, and I heard the Senator of Isiolo, and also I have had the same cases here, that the governors are not respecting the Senate. Madam Speaker, if the governors are not respecting the Senate, we have tried to find them. They are paying the money within a day. We have tried to tell the police to arrest. The IG cannot arrest them. Why don't we as a Senate also say we are going to change the rules and the laws, that we can also emanate with the motion to impeach a governor from this house, Madam Speaker? Because what we do, we all know, wait for the MCAs to bring them. So if the MCA never bring them here, this house that is mandated to check the interests of a county should also come with a motion to impeach a certain governor who is not respect this house and who is stealing and who is taking money home, Madam Speaker.
I think one of the most corrupt arm of politics, that is this Senate. What do they do? Like, I try to ask myself, what do they do? Their work is to impeach the governor. And yeah, do they even make policies that saves the country? Do they even make policies? If we have the senators, why do we have the MPs? But if we have the MPs, what's the work of the senators? Even in the Constitution, the work and the mandate of the Senate and the man. But these people, they don't do what they are supposed to be doing. They're supposed to create policies and ensure that those policies are followed to the letter by different organizations or different sectors of the government. If it's agriculture, they have to come up with policy that will bring the food security in the country. If it's education, if it's sports, like even if you walk along the if you walk in Kenya, in most of the counties, you'll find the stadiums. Most of the projects started are never finished. Then you ask yourself, why don't they talk about those things? These are kind of people who drive from work to home. They don't even know what's happening in their counties. Yet, their work is to impeach the governor. So, there are so many things that have really changed, but they used to change. You understand? What he's trying to say, this is what the Gen Z wanted. You know, what's the kind of government Gen Z wanted was a cool government, like a government that doesn't waste money. So if this government, if we must have a government that doesn't waste money, then we don't need county governments. We don't need senators. We don't need women rep. We don't need to give the bursary, or the governor to give bursary, the MCA to give bursary, member of parliament to give bursary. Like, we are overrepresented everywhere. That's why we are having a big problem in this way. So, what's your thought? Has these MPs or the senators, they have become so clever or so smart, or they're just playing with our minds, waiting for 2027? Thank you for watching. It's always Love Talks.